Hello all, I am Dr. Ashish Agrawat. Welcome to my channel Live Biochemistry. Today I am going to discuss about the vitamin B7 that is called as a biotin. It is also called as the vitamin H. So I am discussing about the biotin now. So biotin, it is a, we can say it is vitamin B7, vitamin B7. It is also called as a vitamin H also. Okay, and it will mediate mainly the carboxylation reaction. Carboxylation reaction. It is a sulfur containing vitamin. Sulfur containing vitamin. Okay, so these are the key facts. It is also called as a anti egg white injury factor. Okay, because it will prevent the egg white injury. Okay, we will see how. So it mainly mediates the carboxylation reaction. So first reaction is for the acetyl CoA carboxylase. So this is the first step of fatty acid synthesis. First step of fatty acid synthesis, where acetyl CoA is converted to malonyl CoA, 3 carbon. Okay, here this CO2 is added. So carboxylation reaction occur, and here it requires the biotin. Okay, vitamin B7. Okay, so acetyl CoA, and it requires the ABC. A stands for the ATP, B for the biotin, and C for the CO2. Okay, so acetyl CoA plus CO2. So one carbon is added to 2 carbon acetyl CoA. It will form the 3 carbon acetyl CoA. Then the product of odd chain fatty acid oxidation, that is propionyl CoA, which is a 3 carbon, it is converted to methyl malonyl CoA with the help of biotin. So enzyme is propionyl CoA carboxylase. So for the odd chain fatty acid metabolism, this is very important. Okay, and third is in gluconeogenesis, pyruvate is converted to oxaloacetate. Okay, and this oxaloacetate, then it is converted to phosphoenol pyruvate, and the step continues ultimately to form the glucose. So pyruvate to oxaloacetate, it requires the pyruvate carboxylase enzyme, and coenzyme is biotin. Okay, and fourth is in the leucine metabolism. Okay, branch chain amino acid metabolism, mainly the leucine metabolism, the biotin is required. So 4 reaction mediated by the biotin: acetyl CoA to malonyl CoA. Where does this step occur? In fatty acid synthesis. Okay, and requires the carboxylase enzyme, acetyl CoA carboxylase enzyme, and coenzyme is biotin. Okay, then propionyl CoA to methyl malonyl CoA, enzyme is propionyl CoA carboxylase. Propionyl CoA carboxylase. Third is in the gluconeogenesis, pyruvate to oxaloacetate. So only 3 step of reaction, very easy. Okay, and these are frequently asked biotin dependent carboxylation reaction, and we will see the biotin independent carboxylation reaction. And fourth is in the leucine, branch chain amino acid metabolism. Okay, leucine metabolism. Okay, so all this 4 step, only 4 step remember. In the fatty acid synthesis, in the gluconeogenesis, in both the first step is mediated by the biotin, and odd chain fatty acid metabolism first step, propionyl CoA to methyl malonyl CoA. Okay, easy. Now this is also frequently asked, which are the, there are carboxylation reaction which are mediated by the biotin, we have seen. Now which are the biotin independent reaction, where CO2 is added, but don't require the biotin. So CPS1 and CPS2 enzyme. Okay, CPS1 enzyme is for the urea cycle, and CPS2 is for the pyrimidine synthesis. Okay, so for the urea and pyrimidine, CPS1 is for the urea, CPS2 enzyme is for the pyrimidine. Here both NH3 plus CO2. So CO2 group is added, but it don't require formation of carbamyl synthesis, carbamyl phosphate. Okay, but it don't require the biotin. Okay, this enzyme CPS1 and CPS2 don't require the biotin. Then addition of CO2 to the C6 ring of the purine. Okay, we see the structure of purines, where C6 is donated by the purine, okay, CO2. the CO2, but it is not required the biotin. Then Melic enzyme for conversion of pyruvate to malate. Okay, so here one CO2 is added, but it is biotin independent. So biotin dependent carboxylation reaction where CO2 group is added, like acetyl CoA to malonyl CoA, pyruvate to oxaloacetate, then propionyl CoA to methyl malonyl CoA, right, and in leucine, and which are the biotin independent reaction. So what are these biotin independent reactions? So in the urea synthesis and in the pyridine synthesis, CPS1 and CPS2, they don't require the biotin. And C6 ring of the purine, which is donated by CO2 but don't require the biotin. Okay. And conversion of malic enzyme from conversion of pyruvate to malate, here don't require the biotin. These are the biotin independent reaction. Now what are the biotin antagonists? There is a protein called as avidin. This avidin is present in the egg white, which has a great affinity to biotin. So when a person takes the raw egg, so raw egg contains the avidin, and one molecule of avidin will bind with the 4 molecule of biotin. So there is a, because of the taking raw egg, it will bind with the biotin, so person will have a biotin deficiency, right? So so biotin was originally named as anti-egg white injury. Okay, so and when avidin is a heat labile, and boiling of the egg will neutralize its inhibitory activity. So always we have to boil the egg. Raw egg will cause the biotin deficiency. Okay. Now daily requirement is around 200 to 300 milligram. And sources of biotin, normal bacterial flora of the gut will provide adequate quantities of the biotin, and moreover it is distributed ubiquitously in the plant and animal tissue, like in the pantothenic acid, vitamin B5, it is also available. And liver, yeast, soybean milk, egg yolk, all are the rich source of biotin. So if the person who takes the raw egg or does not take enough amount of diet that contains the biotin vitamin, so main feature is, you can see here, alopecia, right? Alopecia is the main feature of biotin deficiency. Or other feature like dermatitis, neurological abnormality, lethargy, low sugar, high ammonia, acidosis, all are the feature. As such, it is very rare because it is present in most of the food, but if deficiency occur, it will lead to these symptoms. Okay, so you can see again here, alopecia is the main feature, then dermatitis, okay, then CNS manifestation, depression, lethargy, all will be the symptoms of biotin deficiency. So this is all about the biotin. Okay, so we have seen the biotin dependent carboxylation reaction in fatty acid synthesis, in gluconeogenesis, fatty acid synthesis, gluconeogenesis, organ fatty acid metabolism, and leucine metabolism. In biotin independent, where carboxylation occur but don't require biotin, they are CPS1, 2, okay, C6 of the purine, and malic enzyme. One molecule of avidin. This avidin is present in raw egg. Okay, it will bind with the 4 molecule of biotin. So when we take the raw egg, it will bind with the biotin and it will do biotin deficiency. So we always have to boil the egg so that we can, avidin is a heat labile protein, avidin is a heat labile, so it will be destroyed so that biotin deficiency won't occur. If a person taking raw egg or enough amount of, it is as such it is present everywhere, plant and animal tissue, biotin is there. Okay, but if deficiency occur, main feature is alopecia, then dermatitis, and neurological symptoms like lethargy, depression. These are the main feature of biotin deficiency. So this is all about the vitamin B7. I hope this video is useful to you. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share my video, subscribe to my channel, and press the bell icon so that you can get the notification for my future video also. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.